Hello again. I'm working from home today, here by beautiful Semiahmoo Bay, and I thank the Semiahmoo people for sharing their traditional territories in friendship and in peace. It is fitting that I record this from home because I wanted to share some of the highlights of the Employee Insight survey that was issued in February this year with a very high response rate of 65%. Also worth noting are a couple of highlights from the January Teaching, Research and Library Support Survey and the Fall 2020 Student Satisfaction Survey, which included questions on course delivery models. All this work was carried out by our friends in the Office of Planning and Accountability, of course. From the Employee Insight Survey, asking only those working remotely during the pandemic, if you were allowed to do so, how often would you like to work on campus during the pandemic? Only 3% said they wanted to come back to work on site. So there was good alignment with our decision to enable remote work and to keep everyone safe during the pandemic. Now, thanks, of course, to those who did continue and had to continue to work safely on campus. For the overall work preferences for after the pandemic, which is very relevant as we planned for the fall possibilities, 10% would like to stay remote. 76% would like some kind of blend of remote work and a return to campus. And 13% told us they would just like to go back to working on campus. Breaking this down into the types of work, the numbers for preferences on how to hold meetings are similar. Few people want to return to holding all meetings in person, presumably because our remote systems have been quite effective and people have become very adept at having productive meetings of all kinds. But not surprisingly, about double that number would prefer to attend workshops, symposia, and conferences in person. On the matter of teaching preferences, 84% of faculty said yes or maybe to doing some more blended delivery than they did before the pandemic. 59% said yes or maybe to teaching more courses fully online. Obviously, these were separate questions, and it is possible to teach more blended and more online, as these are not mutually exclusive. Only 22% said they only wanted to teach in person. And what about the students? What are they interested in with respect to delivery of courses after the pandemic? 59% said they would be interested in online or some online delivery. Another 15% said they would if no other option was available. 22% just want to come back to campus. And this breaks down for domestic students as 63% online or some online, 14% if they have to, and 20% want face-to-face only. International students are understandably less interested in online or some online, with 16% okay if they have to, and 29% saying no, they just want face-to-face. As you can see, we have a lot of data to work with as we begin to envision what a new KPU is going to look like post-pandemic and beginning this fall. The mix of preferences is not unexpected and provides abundant opportunity for KPU to continue to evolve the options it offers where operationally feasible for both students and employees. We strive always to be responsive and innovative in our approach to both teaching and working, but prior to the pandemic, our pathways to change were generally quite gentle. The pandemic pushed us to act much more quickly than we generally do, and now it appears that much of that change is going to stick in one way or another as pandemic concerns begin to recede. A reminder before I close, if you haven't done so, the all-important Employee Diversity Meter survey is still out there until March the 26th. Look for the email prompts from CCDI. Stay safe.